Welcome, good evening, good morning, wherever you're tuning in from. My name is Dickran and I'm one of your co-hosts of the TE podcast. Today, I'm fortunate enough to be joined by my colleague and my co-host of this podcast, Hagop Ipcan.
Arek Polorin, yes Hagopnum. My name is Hagop Ipcan. I'm here today with Dickran, and we're doing our first episode of the podcast.
So, this is our inaugural episode, and we wanted to take this opportunity to discuss a little about what the purpose of this podcast will be, give you a preview of some of the guests and topics that we may have down the line, and also just set the coming tone for what this podcast is really going to be about. And I think as two individuals heavily invested in Armenian affairs in the homeland and the diaspora, hopefully you'll get to learn more about us from each episode to episode. So I think before getting into that, I'm going to have Hagop introduce himself real quick, just his elevator pitch, and we'll take things from there. Okay,
so as I said, my name is Hagop. I live now in Armenia. I used to live in Artsakh, as a lot of you may know. Now I'm displaced and live in Yerevan. I'm predominantly go back and forth to Shunik, almost see Artsakh, but not almost there. Anyway, I think our discussions. Okay, so what do I do? Well, I'm a programs manager for Tufenkian Foundation. We're doing a lot of projects across Armenia. But I think we'll delve into what I do and what we both do in the next few episodes. But I think Dickran, you should introduce yourself as well properly.
So I currently am in Armenia as well, but since the 2020 war, I've been spending a lot more time in Armenia. I'm originally from Los Angeles. My education background is in history and Armenian studies, but I'm also heavily invested in media, current events, and pretty much what's going on in Armenia today. So since the 2020 war, I found myself closer than ever following the reality in Artsakh and in Armenia, and then finding the right way, the right opportunity to be in my homeland whenever it needed me the most. And it's been getting more and more longer periods of staying in Armenia as things have gone more current. And I'm happy to be here. And so I think a good segue to that actually is just to give a little bit overview about what the DE podcast will be about.
Yeah, and I think you can explain it a lot better than I do. So I think our listeners should know why we chose this name, what it means to us.
Okay, I'll start with the name. But so DE podcast, DE has several meanings. When you look it up on Nairi.com, it says something like a form of Arda Haiduchun, a form of expression or something you say before you're about to say an action or assertion. And we felt it was a very necessary name because just as its meaning is, it's multi-layered. Hopefully our podcast will be that way too. And we hope that we, Hagop and myself, provide the platform of a lot of interesting topics, interesting people, worthy initiatives, and good things going on in your homeland. And we hope that the DE podcast becomes your segue into all things into the Armenian world, but with a range of topics that we feel are priority right now, are significant and should be discussed and should be learned about.
Dickran, but I think we should tell people what Nairi.com is.
Nairi.com is a Western Armenian dictionary that is very useful. And there's also
Barbar as well.
Yes, that's true. And it also has a keyboard that auto corrects when you're typing on your phone too. So highly recommend our followers use it. But in addition to Hagop, I think it's important for our followers to understand that the DE podcast will be a space where we have meaningful conversations about social issues, culture, history.
What's happening in Armenia? What's happening in Armenia today? Mm-hmm. And I think we will have interesting guests that our followers, our subscribers will, and anyone that watches our podcast will be interested into kind of seeing what these people are doing here in Armenia, because I think in the next few episodes we've got some very interesting people coming through. So don't miss an episode. Subscribe, follow us on all our social media.
But keep in mind, some of our early topics will definitely be about repatriation to Armenia, will be about some things that we feel are relevant and our opportunities of ways our followers could be involved as well too. Because we want to fill a void that we feel is there, and we hope this platform helps all of our
It
followers.
will give them an opportunity, Dickran. It will give them an opportunity to be involved in many different aspects, and or what involvement can bring forward for the country. So I think it's important for everyone to know what these people are doing.
So make sure to follow us, make sure to subscribe. We're going to be on all platforms, all social media platforms, and make sure to just be involved in Armenia, be involved in your homeland, and we'll try to help you get to that level as well.
Thank you for watching our first episode. As Dickran said, you'll find us on all platforms, and we're looking forward to our next episode.
And just, I want to give a brief shout out to Seruj Bagdasaryan, who is the creator of our intro and outro music. Seruj Bagdasaryan is a very talented music producer, who I highly recommend you all follow as well. He gives a very good twist to nationalistic Armenian patriotic music with a modern twist. So
thank you, Seruj.
Thank you, Seruj, and we'll see you guys soon.
Thank you.